Coming to you from the Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere, this is Next Weather.
What a beautiful day to get outside and enjoy some of these milder temperatures, but brace yourself for a change. Colder temperatures, rain, and a potential wintry mix is headed our way. Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly's in the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere with all the details. You just had to rain on the parade, didn't you, Bill?
You know, just when we get to that 50-degree mark and you get some melt, Mother Nature says, I'm sorry, what? I'm going to check yourself. So it's not going to be a big deal. It's not anything like it was 3 Sundays ago when we had the big snow that's still all over the region. But we are tracking some change. Our next big weather maker tomorrow night. We'll break it down in a moment. Here's what it looks like in Camden. Of course, the snow is all over the places that haven't been cleared. The roads obviously are fine, but a beautiful shot tonight. Everything's lit up in pink. The Ben Franklin Bridge. If you're going out this evening celebrating Valentine's Day with your loved one, it's great. No problems at all for you. Let's talk about your Sunday night potential storm that we are going to be dealing with. What? Well, several inches of slushy snow for some, not everybody. It's going to be really interesting the way that this thing kind of shakes on out. The timing for that, we'll say 6 p.m. through about 6 a.m. on Monday. So it's a 12-hour window. This time tomorrow night, it's likely going to be rain in most spots at this time tomorrow night, but we could be talking about some snow starting to transition. The heaviest will be later on in the night on Sunday night. Slippery roads, air travel delays, they're all on the table. It's not a big likely, but it's certainly the possibility that's out there. And that's why we decided, you know what, let's just go on the weather alert because we want to keep you and your family updated and informed as to what's going on. So here's the Futurecast. I'm going to run this particular model. We have, a half a dozen different models I can show you, and some of them are way aggressive. I mean, they are just like, honestly, I think they're out to lunch. I mean, they're just like crazy town. So this one is the one that I think is going to materialize the best, just looking at everything that I've seen. So clouds fill in tonight. Tomorrow morning, heading on out, getting some exercise if you do, your church services, all good. No problems for a good portion of the day. Here's 3 o'clock tomorrow as we start to see the system move on in. It's the heart of it's going to be well off to our south. They're tracking severe weather through parts of Georgia, Florida, but we're on the north end of that. So we start out with rain into the afternoon, early evening, start to get a little bit of that transition, the rain-snow mix around 6, 7 o'clock. It's not until later in the evening between, let's say 8 p.m. through 11 p.m. that it turns to snow. Now, there will likely be a period late near midnight that we do get some areas where the snow's coming down at a good clip. And on parts where it's already snow on the ground, which is a lot of areas, obviously the snow would stick to that. Right? Because it's cold, it's 32 degrees. But on treated roads, treated walkways, sidewalks, after a day where it's 40 degrees for the high, I just don't see a ton of it sticking right up in the beginning. And it's going to move out of here quickly. By Monday morning, it starts to taper off early, possibly some delays Monday morning. School delay, maybe. It's not certainly imminent, but I do want you to know that potential is there. So here's what we're doing in terms of snow. Kind of put a 1 to 2 inch range here from Philly up and down I-95, maybe as far south as Wilmington, cutting across Burlington County and Ocean County, up through Trenton, up through the Poconos. The rest, up to an inch, and I'm stretching it when I say up to an inch. I mean, many of you in our far southern areas will probably get little to no snow, just all rain. And so that's what I'm focused on for tomorrow night and into Monday. We're forecasting a low of like 31, 32. So even the low temperature in the middle of the night, in Philly at least, is going to be right around the freezing mark. And then we warm to 43 on Monday, so anything that comes down is probably going to be gone pretty quickly. The next week, a ton of melting going on. Both lows and highs are above freezing for most of the days. Last but not least, I want to show you something on over here. Check this out. We did hit 50 degrees today, and that's notable. It's only the second time this month that we are above normal. It is the first 50-degree temperature in over 3 weeks, and only the second 50-degree temperature in a month. How about that? We're 7.5 degrees below normal. And last but definitely not least, the snow depth came in today in Philly again at 3 inches. That makes it 20 consecutive days with 3 inches or more on the ground in Philly. And that is the 5th longest ever recorded. Ross, you got to go back to 1961 to have one longer, the last time. Back to you.
Feels like it's been years since we've been this warm.
Yeah, that's true.
Bill, thanks so much.